Hello, JJ Tribe. Hello, yogis, and welcome back to your weekly yoga class with me. Today, we are focusing on Pincha mayurasana, also known as forearm balance. This is a really powerful inversion that requires a lot of patience and discipline. I know firsthand because it took me more than a year to confidently come into the posture. So please be patient with yourself if this is one of the postures that you're working towards. A few important things. Number one, I am coming to you from the shed at Sugar Ridge, located in Jolly Harbor, Antigua. Incredible space. It feels so good to be teaching in a proper yoga studio. Also, we are doing a community-wide yoga body bootcamp challenge together. This is an 8-day experience so that you can have a full body reset. This is a free program. You can find all of the information in the description below. Click on that link to sign up and come join me. Lastly, I am hosting my first ever Live Your Journey retreat in Costa Rica this summer. I so hope you come meet me, practice beside me, and play with Mother Nature with me. To sign up and reserve your spot, because spots are limited, click the other link in the description below, learn more, and book your retreat with me. All right, lastly, you're going to want a strap and a block, okay? But number one, a strap. This is really helpful when you're learning how to do Pincha mayurasana. It helps create stability and support for your body when you're upside down. The block is extra for extra support as always. So with that said, thank you for bearing with me. We are going to start in a kneeling position. Unroll your mat and let's begin. All right, JJ Tribe, we're on our mats. One important thing before we get started, if you have a strap, you want to loop the strap through the buckle to create a circle that can come around your upper arms. I don't want you to have to stop and do this during the class. So if you need to hit pause now and get it set up so that your arms are shoulder width distance. This is how you'll kick up into Pincha mayurasana, okay? So make this strap, get it ready, and then come into a kneeling position with me with your strap resting right atop your thighs. Okay, let's begin. A lot of words to get started today. Coming into this kneeling position, hips are over the heels, knees are coming in towards one another. Let's take a moment to visualize. Getting upside down is scary. It brings up a lot of emotions. We feel like we lose control. And usually in the beginning, we lack confidence. So today's practice is to help you move through all of those emotions and confidently get upside down. As we breathe here in the next few moments, I want you to visualize your strength. Think of everything you do in your life with power and purpose and clarity. And know that that same power, purpose, and clarity resonates with you in these yoga postures and in today's peak posture, Pincha mayurasana. So take 5 more breaths, visualize your strength that resides within, and harness it on the mat today. Okay, open your eyes. With your strap, bring it to shoulder width distance and actually a little bit wider with your hands clasped around it. We're going to work to open those shoulders up, okay? On an inhale, extend your arms up towards the sky. You might need to widen your grip here as you let your hands fall behind you. When you haven't done this for a while, it feels so intense. Inhale it back up. Exhale it back down. Also a really good stretch to do regularly. Inhale it back up. combating all of that forward movement we do in life, right? Take it back overhead. And back down to where you began. 3 more times on your own breath. Coming into your last round. Release the strap, keep it nearby, and come into a tabletop position. Moving through 5 rounds of cat-cow, riding the wave of your inhalation to send the belly down, tailbone high, heart lifts. Exhale to relax the tailbone, round the back, drop the head and neck. Go through 4 more rounds. Harnessing that breath to guide your movement. Last round. Come back to neutral tabletop. Curl the toes under, pike the hips, and meet me in Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. First one of the day, keep those knees nice and bent, protecting your lower back. As you push the earth away, send the sits bones high and feel that beautiful stretch all down the backside. Alrighty, coming to stillness. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Step through, low lunge. Soften the left knee down. Inhale to rise up and bind the hands behind the back here. Again, we're working to open the shoulders. As you breathe here, you're lifting up through the hip points, broadening from shoulder to shoulder. Last inhale. Exhale to release hands, plant them on the ground, rise up Virabhadrasana 2. So curl the back toe under, lift the leg, then pivot the heel down and windmill open Virabhadrasana 2. Coming into heel to arch alignment here. Lots of length from fingertip to fingertip. One more inhale. Exhale to reverse your warrior. Take it back. Front knee stays nice and bent. We're reaching through the right fingertips. We're trying to find a side body stretch on the right, not a back bend. One more inhale. Exhale, half moon. Big transition here. So gaze forward at your drishti point. Push off the back leg. Let the bottom leg be your pillar here. Open up Ardha Chandrasana. Take your time. Option here, you can stay in half moon, or you can bend the lifted leg, reach back, finding 𝗄𝗶𝘁𝗵. Wherever you are, 3 more breaths. And exhale to release. Meet me in Warrior 1. So you're squaring the hips to the top of the mat, sending the left leg back. And we want our feet on railroad tracks. So nice distance between them. Rise up Virabhadrasana 1. Push down through that front big toe. Activate your inner quad to support you. Lift up through your hip points. Gaze high. Last inhale. Exhale. We're going to plant the hands and come into handstand hops. So if you are familiar with handstand hops, go for it. If you're not and you're like, I thought this was Pincha mayurasana, we want to get the sensation of kicking up into the body while we firm the core and keep the legs super active. So if you're new to handstanding, don't worry. You can hop an inch off the ground. We plant the hands, shoulder width distance. We come up onto the ball of the right foot here. Left leg stays super, super straight. We don't let this left leg bend, okay? Oftentimes when we kick up, we start to flail. We gaze forward, hug the core in, and hop. You can even hop less. Hop, hop. A few more times. Last hop. And take it back, downward facing dog. Option to move through a vinyasa here, or you can hang out in down dog with me, or you can take child's pose. You choose. 5 breaths. All right, everyone, we're in downward facing dog, moving to the other side. So inhale that left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, round, plant, soften the right knee down. Inhale to rise up and find that bind behind the back. Once you bind, open through the chest. A few breaths here. Last inhale. Exhale to plant the hands, curl the back toe under, lift the knee, drop that right heel down, rise up, warrior 2. Nice big windmill, heel to arch alignment, active legs, supporting the posture. And exhale to reverse your warrior. Take it back. Reach through those left fingertips. Last inhale. Exhale to gaze forward. We're coming into half moon. Take your time to get there. Big transition. Also a great time to use a block. Option to stay here or bend the top leg. Reach back for 𝗄𝗶𝘁𝗵. 3 breaths wherever you are. Release the leg if you had it. Bring that right leg to the back of the mat. Rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. And exhale, hands down to the mat, preparing for the handstand hops again. You're going to notice one leg is better than the other. This is my weaker side. No worries, don't judge it. Just know that that is so normal. So preparing for handstand hops, right leg lifts. We're on the ball of the left foot. Engage the core, gaze forward, and we hop. And we hop. Little hops, big hops, control the movement. Last time. Take it back, downward facing dog. You can move through a vinyasa or hang out here with me. 5 breaths. Last breath here. Exhale to soften the knees down. Come into a kneeling position again. Inhale the arms out to a T. Exhale the right arm underneath the left for eagle arms. I want you to come back to that strength that resides within. We're coming into forearm balance. Release the hands out to a T. Left hand underneath this time. And release. Okay, short sequence leading us into Pincha mayurasana, but an effective sequence. So, why is it effective? We've worked to open up our shoulders, we've balanced, we've cultivated strength. Now we're ready, okay? Bring that strap if you have it. If you don't have a strap, my best advice is to bring a block here and hold the block with your hands. You can also just keep the block. You can either hold it or just keep it right in the middle. The point here is that when we don't have strength yet to come up, oftentimes the elbows bow out and we drop into the chest and then we fall, okay? And falling is good. That means you're working towards something. I fell so many times learning this posture. My husband can attest to it. So strap around the upper arms here. Once you kick up, I want you to push into the strap. It is your safe haven. Here we go. Hands are shoulder width distance. We curl the toes under. We pike the hips up. If you are not comfortable with kicking up, you can stay right here in dolphin pose, which is a really strong posture and will help you build this upper body strength. If you're coming along with me, I always lift my good leg, but you can choose to lift whatever leg works for you today. Gaze forward, hug in the core, bend the right leg and hop. Take a few hops. If you catch some air, hold it and breathe. And slowly release wherever you are. Sit back on your hips. Take a moment. We'll go again and kick with the opposite leg, right? Because we can't only show one leg love. So back down onto your forearms. You choose. You can hang out in dolphin or kick up with the opposite leg. So curling the toes under, piking the hips high, hanging out here in dolphin pose, or working on your hops. Again, maybe you get some air. Hold it if you get up there. And slowly release. Remove the strap. Let's take a moment in child's pose. Knees together. Soften the forehead down. Bring the hands to the back of the mat. And inhale to rise up. Swing the legs around. Let's finish up our practice. We'll come into a milder inversion, shoulder stand, okay? Also, if you would rather continue to play, feel free to keep doing forearm balance. You can meet us in Savasana when the time is right. So lying down onto your back, keeping the knees bent, feet planted. Bring your elbows to hug by your sides. Push down into the ground, engage your core, lift your hips up, catch your low back. Send your feet high to the sky. We're here for 5 breaths. Just like in plank, one long line of energy. Last inhale. Exhale, let the feet go overhead for halasana, plow pose. Take your time. Hands can rest on the ground or support your low back. You choose. And slowly with control, we'll all meet down in Shavasana. Do your best to roll down with grace. If you were in any other posture besides plow pose, start to lower your body down onto the mat, extending the legs wide, reaching your hands down by your sides. Take a big inhale breath. Inhale into your strength. Exhale your confidence. Inhale your power. Exhale your purpose. Last round of breath. Big inhale. Exhale, release. You can let your effort go. Know that your strength still resides within as you rest here in Shavasana. You have nothing to do but surrender. Relax, rest, enjoy. Invite your breath back into your body. Reignite your strength. Make small movements, fingers and toes. And inhale to extend your arms overhead, reach. Exhale to bend the knees and come onto your favorite side for fetal pose. Take a moment to thank yourself and acknowledge your strength that resides within. Next, inhale, push into your hand, lift up, meet me in a seated pose. Together, we'll close with the unifying vibration of Om. Inhale to sweep your arms out to the side. Gather up the energy you created here today. Palms touch. Exhale down through heart center. Inhale for Om. Open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. I so appreciate you working on this powerful inversion with me. Remember, it takes a lot of patience and discipline, And just don't give up on the posture, okay? Also, please remember all of the important announcements that I mentioned in the beginning of the practice, and you can find all of those links in the description below. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I'll meet you back here next week, ready to live our journey.